starting to think that I don't think I'm never wrong.
Oh, you the problem then. That's what that sounds like. I ain't gonna hold you up. You the problem. Cause okay, I had that same mindset. That's why I said you the problem. I had that same mindset where I'm just like, okay.
Hey y'all, welcome to our self-love story, the audio diary podcast. I'm your host, Brandy Hess, and today we are back with another episode of our self-love story, and we are taking the next step to falling deeper in self-love. So I have another special guest today, fellow podcaster, Mikal.
Hey guys.
Is here today. So Mikal is the host of a podcast. So Mikal, tell the viewers a little bit about your podcast.
Well, you guys, I host Hanging with the Mikal. We just talk about anything over there. Like, we talk about relationships, dating, friendships, just life in general. Just anything that catches, I guess, the viewers' interest. So if you guys want to check me out, I'm on YouTube. The name of my channel is Hanging with Mikal.
And yeah, if you haven't already watched the episode that I did on Mikal's podcast, then go ahead and click over to watch that. And today we're going to continue a conversation that we actually started during her podcast. So you definitely want to check hers out first and then come back and, get the full, spectrum of the conversation.
You want to get the full view on it because, y'all, we got down to the nitty-gritty. Okay?
Yeah, we did. It was really fun. Like, I like talking with guests, and since you have a podcast, I feel like you're like very like talkative and stuff, and so it was real fun for me. How was it for you?
Oh yeah, no, I really liked you on there. Like, we gotta come back. You gotta do this again.
Yes, that would be fun. So when I was on Mikal's podcast, we started a conversation on friendship, and for me that's like a big thing because I kind of struggle with it a little bit as far as like forgiving people and just like letting stuff go, and that's like a big part of friendship, and it's something that I just have been thinking about and trying to work on personally. So I thought it would just be a perfect chance, since me and Mikal already started talking about it, to expand on that on my platform and get Mikal's opinion on that, because I feel like you have like long lasting friendships, don't you?
Do you think that? Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay, so I have maybe like 2 really long friendships, I would say.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I just befriend people anywhere in life. So it seems like they're long lasting, but really it's like I just meet people in different phases of life.
Yeah, okay, so what's your like longest lasting friendship that you have? Or like, what's your longest lasting friendship?
My longest lasting friendship, I would say I have like a really close distant friend, and we've been friends since like kindergarten.
Okay.
And then I also have like my best friend, and me and her been friends since like 4th grade. So I don't know how many years that is, because
that's
like,
a long time.
That's a long time, right?
Okay.
So those are like my 2 longest friendships, but then like everyone else I met like when I was an adult.
Right. Okay. Everybody else besides those 2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, first topic: are you a good friend?
See, I like to believe that I am a good friend because I'm always there for my friends. Like, even though like I'm probably not always physically there because like I'm just not always physically there, but I am there for my friends, like mentally, and like whenever they need me to actually be there, I'm there for them. Like, need like somebody to talk to, I'm there. You can vent to me, no judgment. You need something, if I got it, you got it, So I like to think I'm a good friend.
How would your friends describe you as a friend? What you think?
Oh.
Now we gonna really see if she a good friend.
Okay. Yeah, okay, no, my friends love me. It's just that they swear that like I'm like super antisocial, and they think I'm mean. Like,
your friends think you mean to them or like other people?
I think it is in general, like to other people. But it's not that I'm mean, I'm just like real, like I'm like a caring person, so like I don't like to just give that off in like immediately when I first meet you. So I'm kind of standoffish, I'll admit that. Like, I'm not gonna just be all open arms and like ready to speak to you, because I have friends like that who just like as soon as they meet you, they're like hugging and affectionate, and they like, yeah, I'm not that type of person. So they think I'm mean. I'm not mean, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm like the main 2. They also say I'm kind of straightforward, I want to say.
Like blunt?
Yeah, very blunt. Like
in a mean way, or just like in a realistic type of way? Because it's 2 different types of blunt, I feel like. Like, some people feel like blunt is like low-key rude, and then blunt is also like when you just very honest.
I'm gonna say both because sometimes it can come off as me being mean, but it's not me being mean. It's just that I'm like, okay, get your shit together. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But that, that's just kind of how it comes off sometimes. But sometimes it just come off like realistic. 'Cause I'm like a realistic person sometimes.
Okay. So for me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm a good friend.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think so. Like I thought I was for a while, but now I'm not too sure.
Is it because you said your friendships don't be lasting that long?
Yeah, it's like I just be cutting people off left and right.
See, I feel like also there's nothing wrong with that in a sense because that means you know what you tolerate and like when people messing you, like okay, do you give people chances though? That's my first question.
So yes, but they don't know that I give them chances.
Do you tell them?
And no. I just be like, okay, strike one, strike two in my head, and then he's out of there or she's out of there.
You gotta tell them first.
I know. No, seriously, I know.
I'm gonna say because I can understand that, like if you don't want to cut people off, like when it's like okay, obviously this is not working for me, gotta let you go. Cause I cut people off too, but like I at least tell them like I ain't feeling that. So
yeah, I had like a phase in I would say like college where like close to the end of college where I pretty much just stopped talking to a lot of people that I was friends with. Like several people. Like I had a really close friendship from high school. Me and her fell out. We don't talk no more. Had another friend that I was close with. Actually, yeah, I had a friend in college who I was close with. And then from that friendship, it's like, you know how you got friends that's like, y'all friends because y'all got a mutual friend?
yeah.
So it was like one was like that. So I had a friend, then she had a friend, so we became friends, and then that friend also had a cousin, and we would like hang out. But when I cut the one girl off, it was like I didn't talk to none of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So in those friendships, like I felt like they was real friendships, like we had spent a lot of time together. But I just stopped talking to them. I stopped talking to. At a point in time, I had family who I considered friends. I stopped talking to them, and it was like around the same time.
Okay, so in that time, were you going through something or anything like that? Cause
no, they was just all getting on my nerves.
What were they doing?
Every single one of them was just getting on my nerves, and I was just like, I can't do it.
Are you sure it wasn't nothing going on with cause they were just getting on your nerves? Like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, that was it. They we had falling outs. But we talked about this on Mikal's episode. I'm starting to realize, and I'm trying to, what is the word? Trying to break this down in my head, unpack it. I'm starting to think that I don't think I'm never wrong.
Oh, you the problem then. That's what that sounds like. I ain't gonna hold you up. You the problem. Cause okay, I had that same mindset. That's why I said you the problem. I had that same mindset where I'm just like, okay, like when I feel like somebody is attacking me, am I too close to this? I'm sorry.
No, I'm trying to fix my microphone on the slide, so you can just keep talking. It's okay.
But like I had that same mindset. Like I felt like everybody had me messed up at one point, and I was like that. I was like, everybody is getting on my nerves.
Oh,
like,
y'all crazy. I'm the same one, and
I ain't gonna hold you up. I would go vent to my mom, and my mom, of course your mom would go have your back. But then at one point,
not my mama.
Oh, see, no, at first she used to have my back, but that's before I started actually like coming to her about all my different issues, and she's like, Mikal, you know what, you tripping.
Okay, so I'm the problem.
Yeah, you the problem. I'm gonna tell you why. Because like, have you ever sat back and evaluated like any problem that you had with a person? And realize like, cause like at the end of the day, it's two sides to a story. So like, even though you feel like they did something to make you mad, you probably did something to them too, in order for them to have that reaction. And that's why I tell people, cause then like then we can have a conversation about what happened there. Cause I'm not gonna hold you up. Last year around this time, no, it was like probably like May or June. Me and like one of my real close friends. I felt some type of way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was, in that sense, I feel like I wasn't wrong, and I wasn't wrong, but still, and it was like some stuff. But like me and her, I was just like, she's not a good friend to me. Like I'm a good friend to her. I always be there for her. And during the time I had caught COVID, so I'm sick and I'm at home, and of course I'm in my feelings because I see you out having a good old time, and you were hanging out with my other friend. They were like real all mutual friends. And not one time have you called and checked on me. And I was pissed. I mean, I was so pissed. I was like, I'm not talking to her no more. We cannot be friends no more because like I'm like, how can you not call and check? I could have died.
Mikal, what type of COVID symptoms was you had?
Girl, I would have the best COVID of my life. I would have not feel sick at all.
And you talking about you could have died.
But she didn't know that. She didn't check on me not one time.
Okay, that's true. So how did y'all rectify the situation?
I just told her. I was just like, I got like, okay, so it was another friend's birthday when I seen her. So of course I'm like, I'm not gonna bring it up right now because this is not the time and the place.
Right.
But I ended up, we ended up talking about it like a day before we all ended up going to like a party. And like we basically sat there and talked it out. I was just like, I don't like the fact that when I was sick, you didn't come check up on me, or not, you didn't have to come check up on me, but call and check on me and see if I was okay or anything like that. And you just back in it's like everything's cool. When you were sick and every time you got sick, I always called you, made sure you were good, brought you whatever you needed, if you needed something, you know. And so we had talked it out, hugged it out, and we're good to this day. But you know, that's because you gotta communicate.
Okay, yeah. So I feel like I definitely struggle with the communicate part. But now that I know that, I could work on it. So maybe I am the problem. I ain't gonna lie. I think I heard a song on the radio one day. I think it was Jay-Z, and he said like, if everybody crazy, then you the crazy one. And I felt triggered in that moment. I was like, I started thinking like, dang, maybe it is me.
Dang.
I mean, I'm open to that, but honestly, I don't think so. But I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna give it a try.
I mean, and that just comes with like just sitting by yourself and reflecting. So I'm not gonna hold you up. Like you said, half the time I be thinking people be having me messed up, and it don't be me.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I really have to sit back and think like, I'm probably part of that. Like I at one point felt some type of way because I'm like, dang, my friends always going out places and don't ever invite me out. But I realized I don't ever want to go anywhere. So, and this is why my mama kind of stopped sliding with me. She let me kill. You be tripping. Because literally she was like, Mikal, how you gonna be mad at them for not inviting you out when you always tell them no? And I'm just like, because they could at least ask me if I want to go so I can tell them yes or no. They don't know if that time they might get a yes out of me. But at the end of the day, how am I gonna be mad at the end of the day? On their side, they're probably like, she always saying she don't want to go. Why about I take the time out to ask her if she want to go somewhere?
That's true.
But they still need to invite me out, y'all. If y'all watching this episode, and I know y'all like, so I'm gonna share this part. And I want y'all to know.
Yeah, leave in the comments. Is Mikal a good friend? Keep it real. She needs this, feedback. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm the best friend. I really don't know. Like I'm starting to think like maybe I'm just like a cool person, but I don't know if I'm like the best friend.
I mean, and they also say like everyone, like all your friends are meant to stay in your life forever. So there's also that.
Yeah.
That's why I said a lot of my friends I've made, I definitely made them when I was an adult because a lot of my friends I have friends that I've only been friends with like probably like a year, and I don't talk to them no more. There might be a check in on them from here and there, but we don't talk that often. So at the end of the day, we might be one of those type of people where it's just like you have different people coming in your life at different seasons.
Yeah, that actually is a good segue because I did want to talk about like. Okay, I don't think I'm like, maybe I'm not like a lifelong, like forever and ever and ever amen type of friend. But maybe I'm just like the type of person that's just like, people come and go and, like I'm okay with that. Because, so the topic that I want to talk about is like the type of friends that you have. Okay. And like accepting and being okay with like, maybe you won't be friends with somebody forever. So I always had the mindset that like, if I'm your friend, we friends forever, like we gonna do everything together, like it's like either we friends forever or we not friends at all, like, and so that kind of like high expectation, like we friends forever and ever, I guess it's like more emotion involved, so if something goes wrong, then you feel more hurt than versus if I'm just like, okay, well, we're friends for now, who knows how long we're going to be friends, we might be friends forever, maybe not, but, it's no hard feelings, if we don't continue to be friends forever. Yeah. And I'm starting to have that mindset because it's like I have had friends for like, long periods of time, but then we stop talking to each other, and it's like I don't necessarily hate them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no hard feelings to them, but do I necessarily want to like continue to be their friends? Like, I don't know. But does that make me wrong for not being friends with them forever?
I don't think so, honestly, because like I said, I mean, a lot of people say that everyone's not meant to be a friend forever. Shoot, a lot of people not even meant to be a friend. It's just a lot of time we just befriend people because that's what you're used to at the time. I can say I've had to call a lot of people with my friend too that probably I should not have called a friend. But you know, you live, you learn.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I feel like, you know, live life for now. So don't always think about the future with somebody, because like if you enjoy being with them right now, then you know, take it day by day.
Yeah. Yeah, for me that like that change in mindset from like if we friends to the end to like we friends for now, you know, we have fun for now and we'll just continue this until we don't. And once we don't, then you know, we just don't. It's not like, you know, it don't have to be deep. Yeah. For me that feels like a little more like way less pressure, and it just feels like more free in a way, you know, like, you know, we're friends, might not be friends,
right?
But it's not, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as like as much pressure for
me. It definitely is less pressure, because then like once you think about it, like people who try to be friends with someone forever, those be the people I feel like be stuck in friendships that they're not even really friends for real. Like you see that a lot though, don't you? Like with what? People who be friends but they like really low key hate each other and be talking about each other like a dog, but really.
Nah, I don't really hang with people like that, so I haven't really seen that. Because I feel like if you do that to your friend, to me that's like, it shows your character. And I don't like, I judge people a lot by their character, and I don't like that as a quality.
Yeah, and like the only people that you really shouldn't be friends with at the same time is just like, that's because that's who they're used to, so they call them like their friend and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I definitely have noticed that with some people where they're just like, they're trying to force a friendship that they probably should have let go.
Yeah. So like, when do you think is a time to like let a friendship go?
Like you said, for one, like if.
Cause I let friendships go off anything.
That's what I said. If you're not feeling it no more, that's the one. And like I guess like when y'all not really on the same like path no more, I guess not even just like the same path, but like say for example, like people got different stages in life. So like somebody that just got married and stuff like that, they probably not trying to be friends with all their single friends that's going out partying all the time, because you want a happy relationship. Why do you want to go to the club every weekend? You know. So I mean, that's not even say like it's no bad blood. It's just more so we kind of not on the same path no more. I'm not trying to do that no more. And I feel like those become like the situations where you see people not being friends no more.
Yeah. Oh, what's a good time to cut off a friendship? I think I would agree with what you said. Like if you're not feeling it, and if your lives are kind of going in different places.
Yeah.
But when I be ending friendships, I'll be mad.
So you can see, but you said that them the only friendships you ended too is like the ones where you be mad.
Yeah, like I never ended. Well, like I guess I have ended not really ended friendships. Like people that you work with, and it's like y'all just don't work together no more, so y'all not friends.
Yeah, y'all don't keep in touch no more.
Yeah, y'all just don't keep in touch. But if y'all was to hang out again, y'all would still be cool.
Yeah, those like I guess there's like different levels of friendships too. Cause you definitely got like your work friends and stuff. Like I had a work friend, and like me, as soon as I got a new job, like we kept in touch for probably like 2 months after, and then after that we stopped talking to each other.
Yeah. So like the work type of friendships are the only friendships that kind of end where I don't feel the type of way. But like all the other friendships that I have had that have ended, it's like we have ended this because I'm angry and I no longer want to be your friend. Yeah. And I don't want it to be like that. But it's like...
What is your sign again?
I'm a Taurus.
Yep, that makes sense.
Why does that make sense?
That makes sense. Because you're stubborn.
Is that stubborn though?
Yes. Because you already said you don't tell them like that what they did in order to make you mad. It could have been it could have been a simple, we had a conversation, dang, I didn't know that messed with you that much, I'm not going to do it again.
I didn't bring up my show to read me, Mikal. No.
But I'm just saying, like, and then especially like, but if you're okay with not having like long-term friendships, then that's fine too, though. That's what I'm like. It's not like you have to have. Like, I get in my moods, and I'm like, I don't have friends. I don't need to talk to nobody. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, when you said all your friendships ended because you were angry, that's bad.
That's bad?
That's bad.
So you never ended a friendship because you was angry?
Oh no, I definitely have. But you said all of them.
Oh yeah. No, besides like the work friends.
Besides like the work friends, okay.
Yeah.
That's still.
And like friends that like we just like we don't live in the same area. Those type of friends. We didn't like fall on this.
Okay, you can see. You gotta make that clear.
Okay, yeah. So I would say, well, yeah, still most of them though. You know, you live and you learn.
I mean, to be fair, like I said, everybody not even meant to be a friend anyway, so.
Yeah, but it's not like I think they bad people. No, it's just like
They don't need to be around you, and I feel that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm still 100%. Anybody can get cut off, so you know.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Okay,
It's just that
okay.
you know, I was just like, dang. At first you made it sound bad. I was like, dang.
Okay, I would
all
say
of
not
them.
all of them. Let me say like maybe like 2.
Oh, then that's not bad at all.
2, yeah. But they were like tight friendships.
Okay, that's still not that bad though.
Okay, all right.
You know. Yeah. See, you said all of them. You had me thinking like.
Well, in my mind, it feels like all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking you was on like 5, 6 people. I'm like, dang.
No.
Okay.
Like 2. But then I had a cousin, my cousin Diamond, who came on the show. We talked about this. We had fell out. We was real close.
I know I seen that episode.
Yeah, but we figured it out. So yeah, I guess I would count her too. We came back around. Now she wasn't my cousin. She probably would have been cut off, but she kept popping up at the family function. So, you know.
Okay, but y'all had a conversation. You see how the conversation helped things, and so you gotta talk to people.
Okay, I have noticed that about myself. Communication is something that I have to work on, so I'm definitely making an effort to do that. It is a challenge for me though. I have to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Communication is so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been big on communication too, but it's more so like, I don't know why. It's like the people closest to you, them be the ones that's harder to communicate, like how you feel, for real. Because it's just like, I don't want to offend you, but at the same time, like, you're making me mad. So like, it's either I offend you, or you're not gonna hear from me no more, and then you're gonna wonder why you don't hear from me no more, and the whole time it's because something we could have talked about.
Yeah, I feel like you explained that last situation though. That was good. Like you told your friend how you feel when you had COVID and they wasn't reaching out. I feel like that was a good communication. So good job.
Thank you. I was really mad at her. I was really gonna cut her off. She didn't look. She don't even know. Well, no, she knew because I was gonna tell her like, yeah, we weren't gonna talk again.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know, hey, we talked about it.
Yeah. So another topic that I want to talk about is a lifelong friendship. Is that realistic? Is it possible to have a lifelong friend?
I don't know. I feel like, how close are y'all supposed to be in this lifelong friendship?
I guess I didn't think about that. Like, I guess in my head when I think about a lifelong friendship, I think about like best friends. That's like super close.
Like,
It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but that's just like when I think about lifelong friends, I think about people that like known each other since they was kids and have, you know, done everything together and been like super close.
I mean, I feel like it can be realistic. But I feel like you're probably not gonna always be as close as what you used to be because, like I have 2 examples of this. Like me and my mom. Like my mom, my godmom, like they were like best friends since like they were kids. But like now they don't really even talk to each other anymore. They talk probably like holidays, and they don't even hang around each other anymore. But my mom still considers that her friend. Also, I have a friend that we've been friends like kindergarten, and I'm gonna be honest with you, me and her have not hung out in like some years. But I think the last time I seen her was for her baby shower for her first son, and that was like 5 years ago. I don't know how old he is. I'm so horrible. I don't even know how old he is. But
so you still consider that your best friend or your best friend?
I won't consider her a best friend anymore because like we don't have that relationship to where, you know, I'll consider her a best friend. But she's still like a lifelong friend. Like I definitely still check up on her. We still catch up from time to time, you know. So I still consider her a friend, and we've been friends since kindergarten, but we just don't hang out and talk as much as we used to. So I feel like it can happen. I just don't feel like you probably don't be as close as you were when you were a certain age.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that is not really possible. Like, I don't know. Just like going back to that mindset that I have, like friends come and friends go. I kind of think that that's like true. I don't really, just from my experience, I don't know if you can have a real tight friendship for your whole life. Like outside of your family, I feel like those are the only people that you would really be close, like super close with your entire life.
I mean, and I feel like that really depends on the person too, because a lot of people are not that close to their family. So like a lot of people, their friend is like their family. So that's all just like, it can be realistic. It just probably not to be the same because everybody got different. Like I said, everybody got different stages. So like when your friend at a different stage than you, then of course like y'all got two different things going on. So y'all not gonna always be able to link up, hang out, and talk as much as y'all used to. But like that's probably like you consider your friend your sister or something like that. So
yeah. Like I definitely feel like you can have family that you consider friends at the same time.
And you definitely can. Unfortunately, I don't have family that I consider friends. I'm like, I'm close to my family, but I'm not that close to them. Like, I tell them everything. They know too much. They know about what's going on. They don't know too much about what's going on with me, so I don't have like the family I consider friends. So
for me, it's like I feel like I have like when I say family, like obviously you have like your whole entire family, right? But then to me, there's like, I guess like your nuclear family is what it's called. That when I say family is like what I'm really thinking in my head. Like my parents, my siblings' kids, and my parents' siblings.
Okay, I got it.
So like to me, that's like my family. And then like I have cousins and all of that outside of that. But my family are like those people. Because I feel like those people are the people, at least for me, that I would never just completely just I would never just completely just not talk to them. But you got cousins and like outside family that you can't be super close with, but it's just not quite the same,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because like honestly, I joke with people all the time. My mom and my nana is like my best friend. Like, I've been to them about everything. That's why she be the one telling me I'll be tripping sometimes. I be tripping. I ain't gonna hold you up. I do. But, yeah, so I guess you're right. Yeah, my mom and my nana are like the people I can vent to, Like I said, I'm not really that close to my cousins, so, I never really, probably when I was younger, I considered them like friends. But, like, now they're just like my cousins. I talk to y'all when I see y'all.
Yeah, like at the family function.
Yeah, you get a happy birthday on your birthday. Have small talk here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Do you feel like you can pick your family? Because I kind of feel like that.
Oh, yeah, no. Anybody, I can pick my family because anybody can get cut off. Yeah, no.
So you can cut people out of your family. Do you feel like you can add people to your family? Because, like, oddly enough, I feel like friends, like, you won't have lifelong friends. But at the same time, I kind of feel like friends can be considered family in a way. Like, it's kind of weird, but...
Oh, then yeah, because, like, okay, so like my friend since like the 4th grade, like my best friend, yeah, like she's definitely family. Like when she makes me mad, I can't be mad at her for a long time because like she's so ingrained with my family. It's like she's my sister. So mom is just like, Mikal, you can't do that. Like she been around so long, like she be coming around when I don't be around. I'm like, I'm not talking to her. You shouldn't be talking to her either. But she been there so long, she's technically family. So it's just like I get over it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's dope that y'all have like that type of friendship.
Yeah. No, I'm just playing.
It goes both ways.
I love her, but it's just like sometimes I'm like, you done made me mad. You need to stay away from me.
Yeah.
The whole time she's still coming around family.
Yeah, but that's dope though. Like I always like when I do have friends, I like meeting my friends' family.
Yeah.
Cause it make me feel like more connected with them.
Yeah.
Like we closer. Like I know your grandma or your cousin or something. Like I just like meeting my friends' family.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. You gotta definitely feel like you're a part of the family, especially like. My friend, I consider her sister my sister, and like her mom, I ain't gonna say I consider her like my mom because like she's close enough though.
Yeah, like you respect her as a motherly type of.
Yeah, and like I just can talk to her cousins and hang out with her cousins, and it's just me and them talking,
Right. Like
so
it's not awkward.
It's not awkward. So yeah, it's definitely like an extension of the family. But like I said, I enjoy being around like family and friends and stuff too. So. It's like I'm from a big family, so the more the merrier.
Right. So, what are your, or do you have like a favorite like TV or like media friendship?
Dang, do I?
Cause let me tell you, so me and Mikal already knew that we wanted to talk about friendship. And I don't know if it was like in the back of my mind, I didn't realize it, but I started binge watching Girlfriends this week. And I freaking love Girlfriends. Like, I wish like my friend circle like was really like that. Like
the aesthetic. I do love Girlfriends. I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna say a mixture of like girlfriends and friends.
Okay, I have never in my life watched a single second of Friends.
You never seen Friends?
No.
Okay, so growing up, I didn't have cable. So, well, at one point we didn't have cable. So Friends was like that was my show. Okay, y'all. And I only I say like a mixture.
Okay, so you watched Friends a lot growing up.
Yeah. So the reason why I say Friends too, cause I like Girlfriends because I do like how they were all like in their careers, and also they was like predominantly black. But I would say Friends because of the fact that they all stayed in like a close proximity, and they were always around each other.
Okay.
And then they also like I said, they were always around each other. So like they had like the little coffee shop they would hang out at. They were like all goofy together. At one point they all lived with each other. I wanted to do like the whole romantic thing where like I live with my friends, or at least we all stay close together so we can hang out and stuff. So that's why I say mixture. I would definitely say Friends too.
Friends. Okay, yeah. So kind of, I mean, it's along the same lines. Friends, Girlfriends. What's another good TV friendship? I used to watch 101 growing up. You know that show?
I love 101, of
yes.
course.
Brianna and Star, I think her name was Star or Sky, something like that. Their friendship. Oh, and
Arnez.
Yes, Arnez. I love their friendship as well. Like Star, what's her name? Star or Sky?
You know, I'm sitting here trying to think. I can't even remember.
Sky. No,
It's
Spirit.
It's Spirit. Yes.
Spirit. First of all, Spirit was just so funny. And then like the fact that like they had a boy in the circle, but it wasn't like awkward or nothing.
Yeah.
Like I never had like male friends really growing up. I didn't really have like a lot of males just in my life period growing up. And so just seeing like them, like that dynamic with a boy included, and it was like they was genuinely friends, and they like genuinely, they was kind of like family in a way. Like they did everything together. Spirit was just literally at their house.
Did I say Spirit was there half the time when Brianna wasn't there?
Yes, like they just had like a fun friendship. They was young in high school, and I don't know, they just looked like a fun group of friends to me.
Yeah, honestly. No, I definitely, like, when I went to high school, I definitely thought high school was going to be like that, but, you know, that was, like, dated, so I guess it wasn't going to be like that.
No.
Ooh, do you watch Grownish?
I watched a couple episodes.
I would say that's, like, they have, like, a friendship with more so, like, our dynamic now.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, like, they got technology and social media and stuff that goes into it, too, and they're, like, in college.
Right.
And so, I mean, granted, we graduated from college, but still, it's, like, the stuff that happens in the world now. And I would say that Grownish is actually, it like has a good
friend dynamic.
Yeah, like it portrays friendship pretty good, and it definitely shows you like the ups and downs of friendships and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I like about Girlfriends. Girlfriends, they had a lot of ups and downs.
Man, like, Tony and John, I was like, oh my gosh.
Like I be watching it, like I don't think I could, like if that happened to me, I would have been cut that girl off and never talked to her again.
First of all, Tony was not a good friend at all.
Tony
was in therapy because Tony was a bad friend.
Yeah, Tony was definitely a lot. But I was just watching the show, like the level that they are able to forgive and just move on is like impeccable. Like I don't know if this is just TV or if people really do this in real life, but I wish I could do that because I definitely cannot at this point in my life. But they had a lot of ups and downs, and they just moved on.
They definitely did. And cause they stayed so close. It's like they wasn't even beefing for real.
Yeah.
Cause what was that, like season 2, season 3 when Joan had ended up going to like therapy or something like that, and the therapist was like, you shouldn't be friends with Tony, and she still forgave her.
Yeah, and it's like William was married to, what's the mixed girl name? Hold on. So we got Joan, Tony, Maya, and what's the mixed girl name?
Well, I can't think of her name either.
Well, I can't think of her name. Dang, I've been watching this show for a week straight. Lynn.
Lynn.
Okay, so Lynn and William got married, broke up, well, divorced, annulled, whatever. And then Joan started dating William, like.
But I thought Lynn and William got married just to prove a point, though. They didn't even like each other.
Yeah, but still, they was married. And then Joan went on to date him. Like, when does that ever happen? Like, I don't know if that's beautiful or toxic, but it
I don't know, because William kind of got around, too, so.
They all got around.
Yeah.
Except for Maya. Maya, well, she had her phase when she was divorced.
Nah, she cheated.
No, but like we didn't see that part. Like she came on the show, she was already divorced.
No, I thought they was together. Maya, yeah, they was like her and that was like her high school sweetheart, and they had their son.
I know what I'm saying. When the show started, she had already got the divorce.
Really, I thought they were still together because they got remarried or something like that later down the line.
Yeah, so when the show started, she was divorced, and then they were like both dating other people. And then, like, seasons down the line, they got back together. Like, he was about to marry somebody else. She crashed the wedding. And then he left his fiance, and then they got married the same day. Yeah, I just watched that episode, so I know.
Oh, when I say yeah, see, I don't know. I rewatched it, like, last year, so it's not that fresh in my memory no more.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh in my mind. So, yeah, they all got around. Maya, not so much. Tony, not so much either.
Tony was a gold digger, so she
She was.
Lynn was a free spirit though, so she was doing whatever.
Yeah, Lynn was out there for sure. Lynn was out there. Joan was kind of out there too. Joan wanted love like really badly, but maybe Joan was a little bit like me. Like she just couldn't keep a relationship for a long period of time because she would always just fall out with her dudes for some reason. They would break up.
It was crazy because she did have like. Did she even end the show with being in like a relationship or anything?
I don't know. I haven't got like all the way to the end yet. But the season that I'm on, I think I'm on season 6 right now. It's like a running joke that like Tony is never getting married. That's like the running joke of the show. So I don't know if she's going to eventually get married, but 6 seasons in, she is still single.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. I can't remember. I know her and William did have a thing for a bit, but then he ended up getting married to like the other girl, right?
He ended up, I don't know about if he got married, but he eventually got another girlfriend, like later on down.
Yeah, so see.
They broke up for sure, because it was like, they definitely were better off as friends.
But I think they ended up getting back together. How many seasons do Girlfriends have?
I think it's like 8, at least that's what's on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch that show again, because I fell asleep on a lot of episodes too.
Oh. So, which one of the girlfriends do you feel like you relate to the most?
See, I'm gonna say I'm a mixture.
Okay, yeah, that's how I feel like too. I think that's why the show is so good, because you can see yourself in every single one of them.
Yeah, because like you're not too much of one person. Because like to me, some of them was a little bit too extreme.
Yeah.
Because like Tony was too extreme. Okay, that's the only one I feel like I wasn't too much of. I didn't resonate too much with.
Tony, I could resonate with her like wanting to have like a stable, like to have the finer things in life. I could relate to that part of her.
See, I guess that part, but she was like the way she went about it. I didn't resonate with it. Yeah. That's why I said I couldn't resonate with her too much. I definitely feel her with like wanting to finer things in life, and I definitely feel her about the whole Marion Rich thing. Okay.
Oh, let's speak on it.
but I don't know. It's like she was
that's gonna be another episode. Very rich. We're gonna talk about it.
But no, seriously though. But like, I feel like the way she went about it, it was just like she was never really a good friend in the show. And then like towards the end, like I don't know if you got that far when her and Joan had fell out because I cannot remember why. Something with I can't remember why they fell out. But
is it when she had her baby and Joan wasn't like doing everything that Tony wanted her to do?
I think it was a little bit after that.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like during season 8 or something like that.
Okay.
Season 7, season 8, when she had ended up going to New York because they had took her off the show basically.
Oh, okay. I'm on the part where she just had her baby.
Yeah.
She like fighting for custody of her baby.
I think it might be coming up around that time then. But yeah, like she just wasn't a good friend to me. But like I would say like Maya and Lynn were like the two I could probably relate to like the most because like in a sense I do act like Maya. Like
Maya?
Yeah.
How do you act like Maya?
Like, cause like it's either my way or the highway, okay?
Oh, okay.
Like, so it's either my way or the highway, but at the same time, it's like I'm more like Lynn because I'm like a free spirit too. At the same time, it's just like I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So I think that's like why I can do like a nice mixture. I turn one off, I turn one on. Sometimes they even work together.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you?
I would say I definitely feel like I could relate to like a piece of every one of them. But I feel like I relate the most to maybe Joan. I would say Joan. Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like I relate to Joan because I feel like Joan is just like, she's just like that everyday type of girl. You know, like she didn't seem like she was like, well, she didn't seem like any of the extremes. Like she kind of played it safe a little bit. Like Tony was extremely like into money. Lynn was like extremely free spirited, and they tried to make Maya seem like extremely ghetto, but she wasn't. She wasn't really ghetto. Educated. Yeah, she was like she was a writer. You know, she just didn't have like, she didn't grow up with money.
Yeah, you know? And she had her kid when she was like, 16 or something like that. Yeah. She had her when she was young, so.
Yeah, but Joan was kind of like in the middle. Like she was a free spirit a little bit. She kind of dated, you know, wanted to be well off. She was kind of like a little bit
of everything. She definitely was. She was the one that actually was like, everybody was rooting for her because like she had the most sense. That's what my mom was saying.
Yeah, like she was kind of the one that was with the most sense. At least that's how they portray her in the show, and she kind of played it more safe than like the other girls. So I feel like I'm a little bit of like a person that plays it safe, but I admire Lynn the most for being a free spirit. Now, everything that she did, I wouldn't do, but just the fact that she just wasn't really attached to too much of anything, and she did what she truly wanted to do, and like didn't let social like expectations limit her. I definitely
sure did.
Yeah, I really admire that. So I want to be like that, but not as much as Lynn, and not like the way that she did it, but I definitely like that about her.
Yeah, that's why I said I'll just take the free spirit part from her.
Yeah, I take the free
She was very extremist to the free spirit.
Yeah, she was. But, you know, we all need a little bit of that, you know?
Yeah, you can't be too
uptight.
Yeah, because then life gotta be born like that.
Mm-hmm. And like, everything I feel like probably is scary for a person like that. That's like, fully like, plays everything safe to the fullest.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's scary or it just seems like you're more limited.
I would say it's scary because like you're scared to do more things because you considering like all the outcomes versus just doing it and then just like walking in faith. You know, but that's like gets you more into like religion too though, because you know, gotta walk into faith sometimes.
Right. That's true. That's true. So yeah, Girlfriends is a great show.
That show is so good. Like, you make me want to re-binge
I
watch
know. I was so happy when they put it on Netflix. When I was a kid, my mama would not let me watch it.
Really? I used to watch it with my mom.
She would not let me. Like, if Girlfriends was on, she would not let me watch it.
That is crazy. I really would sit in the living room and watch that with my mama. Like,
no,
when that show was on, that's the one time my mom seen me.
So when I saw it, once I was grown, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to watch this. She would not let me watch it. And I like it. It's a good show.
It really is. And it's like timeless too. Like you can like kind of relate to it at any like time of life, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I relate to it more now that I'm a little bit older because I have like some, not all the experiences that they have had, but I can relate to some of the experiences that they have experienced.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like with falling out with friends, relationships.
Yeah.
Careers,
trying to find your passion.
Yep. Then with the whole keep going back to school.
Yeah, no, that part I'm
how many degrees did she say?
Yeah, she had a lot of degrees.
Hey, look, I'm about to be like Lynn, yo. I need to be well-rounded at some stuff because like I don't want to stick to one thing. Yeah. That's my problem.
That's true. So yeah, I love Girlfriends. Any other like really good TV friendship that you can think of? Besides the one we talked about?
I'm trying to think because I really don't watch like too much.
Don't watch a lot of TV.
No, and like when I do, it's more like background noise.
Okay.
One of those.
Fair enough. All right, so we can move on to our next topic.
Okay.
So we're gonna do our first ever book review. So I have been talking on like previous episodes that like I want to get into reading and stuff like that. So we're gonna do a book review on a book that I have read. And, just get some insight, about the book. So, round of applause. the book that we're going to review is a book that I've talked about before. Oh my god. This microphone is not working today. So, the book is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. So, I have talked about this book before. And if you know me, I love Jay Shetty. I love his podcast. And that's like what actually brought me to get this book, because I really liked his podcast. It's called On Purpose with Jay Shetty. And so this is his book that he wrote, and it is a book about his experiences as a monk. So he is just going through and sharing. He says that he is going through and sharing his worst moments. So you know how like some books, people go and they talk about like when they did everything right and everything turned out perfectly. Mm-hmm. So he took a different approach, and he decided to tell stories about times when he messed up throughout his experience as a monk. And he is just sharing insight into different topics and telling you the approach that a monk would take.
Can I see this book real quick?
Yeah. So it says, train your mind for peace and purpose every day. So I Think Like a Monk is a really great book. I would definitely recommend it. Jay Shetty is a very insightful person. Like, he kind of made me want to be a monk a little bit, not gonna lie. But in one chapter, he talked about how they had to like live outside and boo-boo outside, and that's when I was like, okay, no, I don't want to be a monk. But I can take these.
You see my face like, oh.
I don't want to be a monk because I'm not doing that. But I can take these principles and just apply it to my life. So one chapter that I really enjoy, and that not obviously, but is related to our talk today, is about friendship. So chapter 10, let me open it up. I need the page number.
Your memory is great, okay?
Thanks. I just really enjoy it. Oh no, it's about relationships. So chapter 10 is about relationships. And at one point in this chapter, he talked about the expectations that we have for people in relationships. And so he said that when we are in relationship with people, sometimes we expect them to, we set like high expectations, one, and then we expect people to meet those expectations in every single area. So, for example, you're in a relationship with a person, let's just say like a friendship, if that's what we're talking about. You want a friend who is funny. You want a friend who is understanding. You want a friend who is maybe like a conscious thinker like yourself. You want a friend who is positive. You want a friend who is loyal. Those are just things that I think about, that I would want in a friend.
Oh, you right on the nose.
Right. So those are like the expectations that we have of our friends. And then not only do we have those expectations, but we expect people to meet them at 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And so that kind of makes it sets an unrealistic expectations for me and for that person. Because nobody can realistically meet all of your expectations 100% of the time.
I mean, facts. Definitely.
Yeah. And so reading that really changed my perspective, because I can admit that I am like that. Like, I have expected my friends and just people in my life in general to, first of all, I have set these unspoken expectations.
That's what I was like, you suspect to, like, you might be part of the problem?
Yeah, it's possible. Like, I have set these unspoken expectations of people that I guess there's general expectations that are like universally expected out of a friend, you would think. But it's not like, people ever sit down and be like, you're my friend, so I expect you to be loyal to me. I expect you. Like, it's kind of like some things kind of go unsaid.
Yeah, it's like, it's a given.
Yeah, it's a given. Like, obviously, you're my friend. You're not going to walk in my house and, steal my clothes. We're friends.
I don't know. Your friend might do that.
Your friend might do that, but it's, there's still the expectation there. So, yeah, that really opened my mind, because, like I said, I definitely am a person who has expectations and expects people to reach them at 100%, 100% of the time. And I'm realizing that that's not realistic. People are not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. So though I realize that the practicing of that I'm working on and it is challenging, but now that I have that insight, I can kind of navigate, in a different type of way.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, like I said, how calm I am about my friendships now. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't always like that. So it definitely took like some time for me like to sit there and kind of review everything that I've been through with my different friends and situations to see like, oh, I was wrong in that situation, or I should have just said that and that situation wouldn't ended up like that. So that's why I was like, I agree with the book. Right. Everyone's not gonna be 100%. We are like all our own people. We all have our own lives. People going through different stuff. So your friend probably not gonna always be 100% there for you, right, because they're probably going through something they probably haven't even told you about, but
or maybe they just don't know how, or maybe they didn't know that you had the expectation of them, or it could be a lot of different things that go into play.
Yeah, because you gotta remember too, a lot of people, like you said, they probably don't know how to be like 100%. Well, I'm not gonna say 100% loyal, because like you need to be 100% loyal. Like that's a given.
It's certain stuff you have to do at 100%.
Yeah, so we gotta go say, the 100% loyal, you need to be 100% loyal, not 99%. Because now you're going to be questioning you.
But is that realistic, though? Like, if you have a friend, let's say, because I agree that I feel like people should be 100% loyal. But just from my experiences, I don't know if that always happens. So, like, if you have a friend that's good to you, like, 80% of the time, or let's say 90%, and then they mess up one or two times. Like, is that enough? Like, one betrayal or one time that they fall short of loyalty, should that end a friendship?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I feel too.
Yeah,
it's like,
because you did it that one time. Think about it. It's not hard to be loyal, I feel like, in a sense. Because like being loyal don't necessarily mean blindly following somebody, but like if you talking about me behind my back to somebody in my time where you're like, I obviously needed you and I vented to you and I confided to you or something, you go on to the next person and basically they're kind of like, laughing about it if the situation or talking about me, and I find out about it, I'm not telling you nothing else, and we probably not gonna talk again, because I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling too, because for me sometimes it don't be the action, it be the principle. I be mad at the principle, like, it's not even what you did, but the fact that you did that, it let me know how you think about me, it let me know like where. Just, I don't know if I be thinking too deep on it, but it be the principle for me.
It definitely is the principle.
To me, certain stuff shows your character. And it's like, if you'll do this in this instance, I feel like you'll do something similar in another instance.
Exactly.
So, but listen, I said I'm not the best friend, so I could maybe not have the best.
Nah, you're not tripping about that one. You're definitely not tripping about that one. Because you did it one time, you're probably going to do it again.
Yeah.
Because,
like, I was cool with this boy that I had worked with, and he used to be talking to me about other people. Like, he would be telling me, like, this not my friend, this not my friend. But every time I see them, they hugged up, they talking, and I'm like, hold up. Now, if you telling me she not your friend, then you probably telling her I'm not your friend, and you really don't mess with me like that. So I can't really do this, because if you do that to her, you do it to me.
Exactly, you can't be trusted, and that's why you gotta also be aware of people that call everybody their friend. Because realistically, you can't be friends with everybody. Like some people, they're not your friend. Like that's just somebody you probably associate with from time to time. And even like in a work environment, it's so easy to call like your coworkers your friends, because like you're with them 8 hours a day for like 5 days out the week, or however your schedule might be set up. Half of them are not your friends.
Yeah, I don't like being friends with people at work, because I feel like with friends, like sometimes at work people do stuff that you don't like, but then when you throw the friendship thing in there, it gets a little more confusing, because it's like, hold on, I thought you was my friend, so you gonna do that, but it's like we at work at the same time. Like, okay, same friend, right? Same person. Mm-hmm. I feel like we was friends. But he used to talk to people who I didn't really like at work. But it's like, we're at work, right? So I can't tell you can't talk to them, but I feel like we friends in a way, so I don't want you to talk to somebody who I don't like. But it's like, you can't really do that because we at work.
See, yeah, that's why I was like, I mean, I guess necessarily you do have like your work friends, like friends that you like will call your friend at your job and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. Like, but that's why at the same time I try not to like even have any animosity with people I work with. As far as I'm concerned, you don't know too much about me anyway, so there should be no reason why I don't like you. So
some people just be miserable with their lives.
That part. And don't have nothing to talk about, nothing to do. So they're going to sit there and talk about different people. And that's why you don't tell everybody your business, for one. Because everybody not your friend. And then also for two, because then you in that situation where y'all all in that same environment and you don't know who that person going back and telling anything. So
see, when I go like this, that mean I agree.
See?
So yeah, I definitely agree. Friends at work, like we friends, you gotta add the work in front of friends. Like we work friends, and that work, that lets me know that there's a slight limitation to the friendship. So I gotta add work friend in there. Now later on, maybe if we quit working together, then we can be friends. But for now, we just work friends.
I'm gonna say, even then, I got friends that I consider like friends outside of work. I definitely vent to them from time to time, and I know my business is safe with them. Cause like I said, I meet friends in all different aspects of my life. But at the same time, I know when we're in the work environment, for one, like I said, nobody else in my job really know too much about me. All they know is my name, where I'm from,
right, and your schedule.
That part. like y'all don't know too much about me because I'm not telling you all my business unless I feel comfortable enough to be like, oh, I'll tell you this. It's probably something that I already probably figured out, had the situation all together, and it's probably years down the line, and now you know.
Yeah.
I don't care about you knowing it. You can tell the world. I don't care. I probably already told them first.
Exactly. So, Jay Shetty, this is a great book, Think Like a Monk. If you haven't read it already, definitely go out and purchase this. If you have read it, let me know, like, what was your favorite part about Think Like a Monk, or something that you took away that really resonates with you. And yeah, I'm going to be reading more books and doing more reviews, so just stay tuned for that. And
definitely gotta get that book.
Yeah, definitely get it. I got this from Target, I think. They have
Target.
It pretty much everywhere.
First of all, Target book section is wonderful. I actually don't like going there because, like, you know, Target already got that atmosphere. We just be wanting to buy stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And I be going down the book aisle and I'll be like, okay, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. I don't even read books that fast for me. Be trying to buy 5 books at a time.
Target has a lot of celebrity books.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't be wanting all the celebrity books.
Yeah, though. I be trying not to get like too many celebrity books, but this one was good. And y'all, I love Common. Like, I love Common. Like, for real, for real. That's a beautiful black man, I'm just saying. But I love him, and I wanted to get his book. But I'm like, I don't want to just be buying all these celebrity books, but I might get Common, but I ain't gonna buy.
I say get it.
Because it's Common.
I mean, because you don't gotta get too many celebrity books, but definitely, if you like Common that much and then you feel like that book is gonna be something, buy that book.
Yeah. I read Charlemagne the God book. I should do a review on that. I forgot that I even read that.
It was actually good. I seen it and I was like, I don't like him as a person, so I didn't get it.
Yeah, I was actually pleasantly surprised. Because, like, I think of Charlemagne as like a goofball.
See, I think of him as a goofball, and I don't know. I feel like, because the stuff he be saying, it don't be necessarily wrong. It just, I don't like the way, yeah. And I don't know, but I just don't care for him as a person.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, no, his book was actually pretty good. So I should actually do a review on that. I forgot that I even read that one. And I think I read Michelle Obama book, or did my mama read it? I don't know. One of us read it. I can't remember if it was me or her. But yeah, so I'm just going to be doing more book reviews. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And let me know if y'all have any recommendations on good books, because I am trying to get into reading more and trying to make it more of a habit. So, let's do our final segment of the podcast, which is the Self-Love Deck segment. So, Mikal, you looking anxious, you looking
I was excited.
I know.
Like, I watched your podcast long enough. I was like, yep, I can't wait to this part.
So, here, you can do the honors.
Okay.
Take the card out. And then we're going to let my lovely production assistant read the card, because he loves to do that so very much.
I'm going to shuffle him a little bit.
So, yeah, just pick any card that you want and pass it to Dez. He'll read it, and then we'll answer the question.
Obviously, I'm struggling trying to shuffle. I'm going to pick from the middle.
Okay.
Can I read it first?
Yeah, you can read it first.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't like the... Okay.
Do you get what it's trying to say?
No, we're going to do another.
Okay, because I was just like, I don't get this. Okay. Another one from the middle.
Maybe we should start pulling cards in advance so we can think about them.
Maybe. No, make it funner because it's like it's more on site, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Des.
Is it possible to love yourself more, and if so, why aren't you?
Is it possible for you to love yourself more, and if so, why aren't you? Let me just add that Desmond, okay, my cameraman is my nephew Desmond. He's kind of like that unseen character, like on the cartoons, where it's like you never see them, but like they're there.
You know they there.
Yeah. So that's like this. Like we never see him, but we hear his voice, and that's about it.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. Okay, so do you want to go first?
Is it possible to love myself more? Honestly, I'll say yeah. Cause I mean, I feel like I kind of not neglect myself, cause I don't neglect myself fully, but I don't take the time out and actually like take as much time for myself as I should, I would say.
Okay.
Or like, okay, so like, I don't know, I have this mentality where it's just like I'm always on the go. So like, it's just like everything I feel like I have to be doing something. If I'm not doing something, it's not right.
Like you're wasting time.
Yeah, you know. So like the other day, like okay, so like I don't know how big on like religion people are or whatever, but like y'all, I've been like really on like my spiritual journey and like really trying to get closer to God and everything. So like the other day, like literally 2 days ago, really, I literally sat there and I was like, I haven't prayed, I haven't talked to God in a while. And usually when I get like that, I kind of start feeling like lost. I'm not like lost, but like more so I'm just like overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, it's time I'm doing too much. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, okay, for one, I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't make time to pray. How do you not make time to pray? That's so easy. You can do that whenever.
Mm-hmm.
How do you forget to do that? Like, you know? So I'm just like, dang, okay, I haven't done that. And then also, like, I told myself, like, I was going to start probably meditating more. Because, like, I just always be on the go. And, like, I don't know if this is normal. But I always have, like, a bunch of thoughts in my head.
Like negative thoughts, or just like your mind is always racing?
My mind is always racing.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Okay, so like, do you think that's normal?
I think it's normal in the sense that like a lot of people do it. Okay. But I don't know if it's normal in the sense like if it's healthy.
Okay, cause like literally I'll be reading something or I'll be watching something and say something like clear your mind.
Yeah. And
I just start getting overwhelmed like why can't I not clear my mind? Like,
but that's like where when people meditate, that's what I think. I will say I think it is maybe normal because when you meditate, like that's the point of meditation, to kind of clear your mind. So the fact that there's like this technique or this practice that is in place that so many people do to clear your mind, that kind of makes me think that the fact that people's minds are always racing is a common thing, and we need to take this time out to meditate so that we can slow that down.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is. Cause I definitely was like I need to start doing that. Cause like I'm an overthinker, so my mind is like literally I'm thinking about 5 other different things while I'm doing one thing. So I need to take more time out for myself to sit there and actually be in the moment, I would say. Like I'm always thinking about what I could be doing, what's in the future, instead of living in the moment and being happy with myself. But I will say also, I have been still getting better with it, like and being more comfortable with myself and loving myself, because like now I do this thing where every once in a while I take myself out on a date.
Oh, that's fun.
It is actually. I used to think that was weird.
Like what type of dates?
So I'll go out to eat or something like that, or I'll go like out and go to Starbucks or something, and I'll actually sit in like the actual cafe part and I just grab it and go. I went to the movies by myself the other day.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the drive-in by myself, and my daddy told me that was kind of weird. So
hey, look, my mama ain't want me to go to the movies by myself. I say, do it. You probably gonna really enjoy yourself.
Yeah, why not?
Cause when I say nothing, then you're in your car. Like, right. Why are they in your car with you looking at you?
Right, mind yours. Watch the movie. Who watching me?
Right. Worry about the wrong stuff. So I would definitely say I could try it. Cause like when I went to the movies by myself, I enjoyed myself for one. It was like me and probably like 3 other people in the theater though, because like I went to go see Thor and that movie been out for like a month now. So I was like, instead of me waiting on somebody to go see it by myself. Yeah. It was really nice. So you know, and I had a good time. So I definitely say stuff like that makes me feel like I need to start taking more time for myself.
Okay. So you feel like you could love yourself more, and the reason that you don't is because you just like always on the go. You haven't like took the time. Like you don't set out time, like you said, to pray and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I don't set out time to actually be one with myself, and that's I feel like that's like me kind of neglecting myself in a sense.
Yeah. All right. So I definitely feel like I could love myself more. And why am I not doing it? I am a big procrastinator, and that's crazy to procrastinate like something that is beneficial to myself. Like, why wouldn't I do that? But I feel like I could definitely, for me, like loving myself more is just like me, learning myself more and just doing, like really defining branding, like what I like to do, who I want to be, things that are important to me, like really just defining that to me is like the way that I would want to love myself, because like when I see really like confident people or like people who are inspiring, like they are very much themselves.
Yeah.
Like they at least what it seems to me, like they have a very clear understanding of who they are, and they're not trying to be like anybody else. And like they might like things that are kind of not yeah, some people might see as weird, but it's very much them.
Yeah, it's like I like confident.
Yeah, I like people like that. Like even if it might seem crazy, it's like, but that's you though. Like that's really what you like to do, and you doing it. So I like people that's like that. And so for me, I think I just need to stop procrastinating and just do things. Like you said, take the time out to do things that I really like to do, and do them. And figure out what exactly all the things that are really important to me, my values, who I want to be, and then work towards being who I want to be, having the career that I want to have, the relationships that I want to have, you know, being creative, having fun. Like I kind of like adventurous type stuff, and I want to do those type of things more. Like I don't like bungee jumping. To me, that's like scary.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, but I like adventures. Like I will go scuba diving, or like I always wanted to ride in a hot air balloon. Like I want to try hiking, like stuff like that. I want to learn how to like surf. Like I don't have to be an expert, but just to do it would be fun.
That seems fun.
Yeah, like I like doing stuff like that. Like I guess you could consider that adventurous, and I just want to do stuff like that more. So I just need to stop procrastinating. Like you said, prioritize myself. Taking time out to do the things that I really want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree with you. Honestly, a lot of that stuff you named, I wanted to do too. I was like, girl, yes. Like, I'm not going to hold you up. And I feel like it has something to do with, okay, so for one, like you said, you procrastinate. For me, it's more so I wait on other people that want to do it with me.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And so that's why I say I'm learning how to just do stuff on my own, because, like, I realize everyone don't want to do the same stuff that I want to do. So like you said, you want to get on a hot air balloon. I want to do something like that too. Like I want to go hiking, and then like for my birthday, I want to go skiing.
Yeah, I want to do that too.
Come on, yeah, it looks so fun. I'm like, it look dangerous, but it looks fun. And I'm just like, a lot of people don't want to go skiing, so I'm just like, well, I'm gonna plan a trip, and then whoever want to come, they can come, but just know that I'm gonna do it regardless, you know. Versus at first it was just like, well, everyone didn't seem like they was into it, so I guess I just won't do it type thing.
Right.
But this time I'm like, nope, I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Right. Yeah, I feel you. It's like either you do it by yourself, or what could also happen is that like as you continue to do things that you love to do, you'll meet other people that like to do it too, and then y'all could do that type of stuff together. Right. You know, like if you like hiking, you might just go on a hike a couple times, meet somebody that's hiking, you think they cool, y'all like hiking together. Who knows, like what could come from that. So I definitely feel like as you continue to become more of yourself, then you'll find a circle of people or a community of people who are, you know, like you in certain ways as well. And that's really one of the reasons why I started this podcast too, because I wanted to connect with other people. Like I've always been like a thinker and like a introspective type of person, like very reflective. And I don't know if like the people who I was like, everybody that I was hanging around with, I don't think that they were like that. But I wanted to connect with other people who were like that. So, you know, having people come on the show who I could talk with. And then, you know, through the internet or whatever, if I'm able to connect with people, you know, through that as well as what I'm hoping, you know, to eventually do. So
that's dope, honestly. Honestly, that's a good way of thinking about it too. I'm gonna be honest, like when I started my podcast, it was just more so like this is something I've been wanting to do. So I was like,
Yeah,
why not
that's
do
cool
it?
too.
But I had no clear goals or anything. I just started it. I was just like,
Yeah.
I'll just do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool too, because it's something in you that wanted to do this. Everybody doesn't want to do this. So the fact that you wanted to is something that is still unique to you. Because, like, some people want to sing. Have you ever thought about singing?
Girl, no, I can't sing.
Right. You never thought about singing, but there's a lot of people out there in the world where that's what their thing is, you know? So that's unique to them. This is unique to you. You just got to find those things that are unique to you and go after them.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take that away from this. Like, sit back and reflect. Like, okay, why did I want to start this podcast? What's my end goal? Well, not even an end goal. I guess just my goal overall, because it should be an end goal.
Yeah. I feel like this has been a fun talk. I like having these combos with you.
I do too. That's why I was like, we definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah, like we just keep going back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, y'all, this is the end of this episode with Mikal. Make sure that you tune in to her podcast. Subscribe to her podcast as well. And you know, who knows? We might just keep doing more and more episodes. So stay in touch with us as well.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, that was fun.
I said, I like this. Okay.